All right, we are into the season where overnight we're going to still feel that muggy air. There's no little break around midnight.
Yeah, you know, it's like these little transitions you noticed on, I think it was the 4th of July, we had like a little window unit we hadn't kicked in, and I was like, let's let the air come in, whatever, and I looked, and the thermostat said 83, and I was like, okay, time to kick it in, let's get it.
Kick it on.
Kick it, and it was like struggling to make it
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, it's really peak summer stuff, and the dew points stay high all week this week. So if you don't like the humidity, unfortunately, that will not change. If anything, it gets a little stickier. Temperatures, sneaky 91 in Freiburg, 90 in Augusta, 83 in Portland, 87 in Wiscasset, so above average most everywhere today. And the dew points are in the upper 60s to around 70, and that's really in that very sticky zone. As I just mentioned, if anything, we get maybe a little stickier through the middle of the week with dew points in the 70s pretty squarely at that point. That being said, you know, given it's hot and humid, there's not that many clouds out there. Usually there's a lot more cumulus cloud development in this scenario. I know you went outside today and that's what you thought. You know, and typically in this scenario, there's a lot more cumulus cloud development, but there really aren't that many clouds. The mid-level's relatively stable, and so we haven't had that many clouds, and just a couple of isolated showers that you can see have popped up, one just drifting to the south of Dover-Foxcroft there. We had some into Washington County early, but most of these are dying out rapidly. Okay. Hard transition to Tropical Storm Beryl, and there's a reason for this. This system is going to impact our weather through the middle of the week. Not directly. It won't be a direct hit. There's really not much left of Beryl at this point anyways, but the whole storm will kind of drift in this direction. It will be a post-tropical at that point into the Ohio Valley, and that will bring some moisture into a stalled out front for us Wednesday night, Thursday, and that's where we'll get some tropical moisture from. So that'll make more sense when I show you this in just a moment. Until then, we just kind of keep cruising. Dew points are high tonight. We see some fog along the coastline. Burn that fog off. It's another hot and humid day tomorrow, mid to upper 80s, some low 90s. Isolated thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Some of those could be strong, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then Wednesday, we start getting really sticky. More clouds around on Wednesday, even though we're still in the mid and upper 80s. And then here comes that tropical moisture, which looks to set up somewhere across central Maine and into the mountains Wednesday night and into Thursday. And in that zone, which will not be the whole state, there will be tropical downpours and periods of heavy rain. And I think within that zone, which again looks to be central Maine and the mountains at this point, we could see over 3 inches of rain. Things settle down after that Friday, Saturday, through the rest of the weekend. But there is that potential for some flooding in the zones that get that tropical moisture because, look, our atmosphere is already pretty juiced up this time of the year, so bringing that extra moisture in gives us some really heavy downpour potential. So we'll try to nail down where it is. Like I said, right now I see it being roughly here from Bangor back to about Rangeley and then maybe into parts of down East Maine. I think southern Maine might stay away from the heavy rain and will just be absolute soup on Wednesday and Thursday. Really, really sticky stuff, some more clouds around. But it does look like we recover for the weekend, and temperatures remain above average pretty much the whole stretch here. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Keith, thank you.